I remember the first time we tried to do this, the yearly meetings was 2004, 2005. And we brought everybody in one at a time and asked them how they're doing, what's going on. And I remember the look, the just deadpan look of, am I getting fired? And I said, no, you're not getting fired. I just want to ask you some questions. And they would give one-word answers. And they thought the faster they got out of there, the less chance they have of getting fired. So our yearly interviews with all of our team went horribly. Nobody appreciated knowing what's going on. So a year later, we did the same thing again and asked them. And this time they went, oh, I'm not getting fired. They legitimately want to know what I think of the company. So they started to give information, but again, they were afraid to stick their neck out there for fear they might get fired. So it was a little bit better. Now as ownership, we got frustrated. This is not working. This is not instilling more confidence in our team. Maybe this is a bad idea, but we stuck with it. We stuck with our discipline of doing it every year. So by 2007 hit, they actually started to give us feedback. They actually started to say, it'd be nice if it did this. We don't really have any of these. If you had these, it would go a lot faster. And they started to give us really information. They were comfortable enough. Now, if you notice in that story, that took us 3 years for 3 interviews. What if we had done it quarterly? Inside of the first year alone, we would have gotten all that information and we would have excelled for those 2 years versus dragging. Sometimes if it doesn't work right off the bat, you got to think about the outside environment. They might be too scared. They might be thinking they're getting fired. But in all honesty, you're trying to look for feedback. You're trying to get communication coming from the bottom back up to understand how good of a job we're doing as a team in the top. There was a business model that was given around and it was very, very popular probably about 2 or 3 decades ago. Well, they take the pyramid and go, here's the boss, and then it filters down, here's all the workers at the bottom, and they flipped it upside down. The most important people are the workers on top, and the boss at the bottom, he's the least important person. And you guys are the most important people, and you need to tell your managers above you what you need to be successful. Now, that business model didn't take a lot of, it didn't take off. It didn't do very well. For some of the companies that really harnessed it, it did very well, but they had to put a lot of time and effort into it. But the theme, the thesis of that thought process of the upside down pyramid was very accurate. The employees that are on the bottom that are actually producing the work, they're actually the most important in your company. They're the ones that are actually making the quality product. They're the ones actually interfacing with the client at the end. They're the ones that are actually making our promises turn into reality. Why are you not talking to them more to figure out what they need to be successful? And that old weird communication is a two-way street. It's easy in a relationship to understand it. It's easy when you're trying to talk to your waiter or waitress and tell them what they need and they're giving you options. But when it comes to business, for some other reason, we lack this simple fundamental. It's things to think about.